Hello there, Ecotech here. If you've been around the TV space for a while, you already know Sony doesn't play when it comes to picture quality. And today, I've got something interesting on the desk, or actually on the wall, the Sony 55-inch BRAVIA XR A95L OLED. But here's the twist, this is a certified refurbished unit. Now normally, refurbished tech comes with that tiny bit of hesitation, right? But this one is manufacturer-refurbished, includes all original accessories, shows basically no wear, and even comes with a 90-day limited hardware warranty. So the question becomes less about, is it safe? And more like, is it still the beast everyone says it is? And honestly, the short version is, yeah, Sony's OLED flagship still goes pretty hard. So let's talk about the actual experience. The first thing you notice on this display is the QD OLED panel, boosted with Sony's XR Triluminos Max technology. And the best way to describe it is, color volume on steroids. The millions of self-illuminating pixels don't just make bright scenes brighter. They give you saturation that feels almost unreal but still natural. Whenever I watch demo footage, like night shots with neon signs, the A95L just punches. It nails those deep blacks OLEDs are known for, but what makes this panel different is the way bright colors sit right next to dark areas without blooming. That's the power of Quantum Dot OLED combined with Sony's cognitive processor XR. This processor is basically Sony's secret sauce. It analyzes hundreds of thousands of elements on screen in real time and remasters them instantly. It's like having a mini colorist and motion specialist inside the TV doing frame-by-frame corrections before your eyes even notice something. Motion is also where Sony flexes. With their motion enhancement tech built into the XR processor, fast-moving content, whether you're watching sports or playing a fast action title, stays sharp. No ghosting, no blur trails. And when you pair that with 4K at 120Hz support on compatible games, it gets even better. If you're a gamer, the A95L basically checks all the boxes. VRR, ALLM, super low input lag, and Sony even adds a new game menu for fast adjustments mid-session. So whether you're using a PS5 or a high-end PC, this panel is built to feed frames with minimal delay and maximum clarity. And by the way, Sony cleaned up their reflection handling this year. Even though the finish is flat and glossy like most OLEDs, the anti-reflection layer works surprisingly well in brighter rooms. Still not perfect, but noticeably improved. Now if you're someone who watches a ton of movies, Sony's got another trick, BRAVIA CORE. This TV includes 10 credits and 24 months of unlimited streaming. And it's not just another streaming app, it's packed with Sony Pictures entertainment titles, and it actually offers some of the highest bitrate streaming available on any TV platform. When you pair that with Dolby Vision support, the viewing experience gets real cinematic real fast. And yes, this is also IMAX Enhanced compatible, so you get the biggest collection of IMAX Enhanced content available on a TV right now. If you like big screen movie energy, this thing delivers. In terms of design, it's classic Sony minimalism. Clean, black, no weird shapes, no unnecessary curves. Just a thin, premium-looking OLED panel that blends into a modern setup. The TV weighs surprisingly little, just around 16 ounces for the main display section, though the total system is obviously heavier once mounted. And speaking of mounting, this fits a 300 by 300 mm VESA mount, so setting it up on a wall or using the included stand is straightforward. Connectivity is pretty stacked. 4 HDMI ports, perfect if you've got multiple consoles, Bluetooth, Ethernet, Wi-Fi, USB ports including both USB 2.0 and 3.0, and total of 4 USB slots for media or accessories. Content sharing is easy with mobile to TV casting, and AirPlay 2 support works great if you're in the Apple ecosystem. Streaming apps come baked right into Google TV, so everything from Netflix to Disney Plus to HBO Max to Prime Video loads fast and runs smoothly. Sony's implementation of Google TV feels well optimized on this model. Snappy, clean, and easy to navigate. Audio is another area where Sony goes pretty hard. You get full support for Dolby Digital, DTS, and Dolby Atmos. The sound profile is surprisingly spacious for a TV this thin, thanks to Sony's acoustic surface audio tech. Instead of regular speakers firing downward, the screen itself acts as the speaker, vibrating in precise areas to create directional sound. Pair it with a good soundbar and you're golden, but even alone, it's above average for a thin OLED panel. Sony also added features like the Eco Dashboard, Multi-View for watching two things at once, Google Assistant with voice control, and a remote that feels premium. The included accessories, power cable, stand, AAA batteries, all come in the box just like new. And remember, this is still a refurbished device, but honestly, you wouldn't know. Sony's refurbishing process is top tier. No scratches, no dead pixels, no abnormal wear, just a clean OLED panel doing OLED things. Power usage is reasonable for a high-end TV, running at 110V AC. You do get a set of AAA batteries for the remote, but since it's voice-enabled and uses Bluetooth, you'll probably replace them far less often than with IR remotes. At the end of the day, the Sony A95L 55-inch is still one of the best OLED TVs you can buy, period. Refurbished or not, the combination of QD OLED tech, the cognitive processor XR, unmatched color accuracy, great motion handling, 4K/120 gaming, and a super clean Google TV interface makes this a flagship-level experience. And if you can get it refurbished at a discount, it becomes one of the better value buys in the premium TV world.